Welcome to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about energetic balance. I'm going to talk about, I've got eight, putting up 5, 8. I did go to school, I promise. 8 things. How funny, I should come up with 8. That wasn't planned. 8 has been my favorite number since I was a little girl. And we all know that that's the infinity symbol. And when I say it was my favorite number, it was after my emails, it was everywhere. It's quite interesting when you look back historically at your life and the things that you can start putting connect the dots together. Anyway, so I want to talk about energetic balance. I'm going to go through 8 signs, if we're going to use the word signs today, which you won't get off me that often, but on how you're going to feel energetically, not what you're seeing in the physical, what you're feeling internally, that you are in that union frequency, that you are at, or you're heading there. You will start to feel it. And this is why you must come inwards, because your twin is in here, not out there. It's one system. You're one infinity symbol, since we talked about the number 8 at the start of this, and you are constantly sending telepathic messages and energy to each other. And you, as the alchemist, beautiful feminine polarity, irrespective of gender, you are alchemizing the fear. They give you the messages of what needs to be alchemized, and you alchemize it. But anyway, let's talk about energetic balance first. This whole entire planet is not in energetic balance. That's why we have chaos. That's why we have wars. That's why we have poverty. That's why we have serious mental health issues. And you can see the collapse happening. You can just look around the landscape and all the political drama that goes on, around the world. It's just all falling apart. And it's going to fall. You're going to see more of it. We're going to see so much more of it. Anyway, because it's not in balance. When you're in balance, when you're in energetic balance, you feel these 8 things. And when it comes to this connection, I'm going to run through 8 things. But what I will say is that when you're in balance, you feel regulated, you feel anchored in, you feel stable, and you can see things from a very different perspective. And you will resonate why, and I know some of you do not like this word, why you cannot have expectations and conditions. And I'm really, I saw a couple of comments on my YouTube from yesterday and giving me caution, I think it was, around, expectations. We should be able to have these expectations of our partner if we want to go to the hospital. And I don't want to, what am I trying to say? I want people to put comments down. I really, really do. However, I can tell you categorically, and you don't need to resonate with me, you throw those kind of expectations at the masculine, they will put you in your box so fast. However, I want to talk about this before I jump into these 8 signs, because I want to cover this off. When you're in energetic balance, they know what you need. And what you learn on this journey is healthy boundaries, how to have a healthy conversation. So the word expectations shifts to, this is what I need. Absolutely. But when you launch it, why did you not turn up at home at 5 p.m? I've cooked dinner. And not that I eat dinner at 5 p.m, I'm sure most people don't, but I've cooked dinner and you're late and you told me you'd be here at 4. This is what's dropping. Do you see the difference? Sorry, I'm navigating a dog in the background as always. Anyway, the whole, when you're out of the 3D and you're in balance, energetic balance, you will know what I'm talking about, and you will come back and you'll go, I get it. But it's very hard to resonate with that. You're wrestling. What do you mean I can't have expectations? You mean I can't have them take me to the hospital? Yes, they're going to take you to the hospital. They're not monsters. Okay? And I'm not making fun of you. I promise. It's just that you're looking at this from a 3D perspective. And trust me, I was too. I'm like, what the hell? expectations, but you're looking at this as the current template of relationships, and in a twin flame connection, that just, it's different. It's completely different. In a better way, by the way, balanced, beautiful, not sparking up because we didn't get home on time for dinner, right? It's just different. Okay, let me get into these 8 before I get kicked out of here. Okay, number 1, when you're in energetic balance or you're coming into energetic balance, you have a knowing. I can't emphasize enough that your role as the feminine is to get out of the doubt. And I get where the doubt comes from, but whatever you doubt this connection, it's in the energy field, they play it out, okay? So you must anchor it in. You claim the union. It's yours. It's your birthright. How do you do this? Through working on self, okay? You don't claim the union by looking to the masculine, to what they've, for them coming in to fix you or solve you or do whatever, right? It's quite different. It's, you claim the union through doing the energetic work, by becoming the alchemist, by becoming the best version of yourself. And we don't even know what that even is until we come into real good energetic balance. Okay? You come into a space of just absolute peace. You are at peace with what's played out. You know now it needed to play out. You know that the soul is guiding you and your intuition is just on point, which I'll touch on a little bit further down. But your peace is just, you're not in the mind, you're not looking, seeking anything outside of yourself, because you're in energetic balance and you feel the masculine in you. Like, it's incredible what you're going through. Do not underestimate the depth of this journey. Number 3 is you feel completely balanced and very, very centered. So when the masculine can come in and then that energy spikes, all of that's all gone. You've alchemized it. You've transmuted it. It's gone. You're not watching your energy left, right, and center. Now, initially when they come back in and you still got, like you might be really quite a long way into this energetic balance, you still want to just watch yourself, especially if you've not heard from them for a long time. You do need to be mindful of your energy, but you're kind of just not there either anymore. They send you stuff and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll just respond later. Like, it's that spike and that wanting and that needing has all disappeared because you've been in the alchemist role. You've been doing what you're here to do. Okay, so yeah, really balanced, really centered. You feel the masculine, you feel the merge of the soul. I can't put this into words. It's just incredibly stunning and beautiful. Okay. Number 4, your psychic gifts are like on fire. Your intuition is just so there. You know exactly what's going on, even if you've not seen the masculine in a long time. You just know. You might know for a number of reasons. Strong telepathy. You just energetically know where they're at, because this is an energetic connection. When the masculine energy is coming in and it's very anchored and stable, I can guarantee you that your physical masculine is more anchored and stable within themselves. Okay. Visions, you'll get a lot more vivid dreams, particularly about the masculine, but you might also get a lot of vivid dreams about your past. The other thing I just want to throw in here is that what you might find closer to this union energy is people from your past will come back. And they will come back to see, is she still playing in those same energy patterns? And I had that. I had that with my ex-husband, and it was quite interesting because I was aware, I'm like, there's a soul lesson here. Why are you moving? Why are you moving to where I live now? You didn't like living here in the first place, right? But I knew it. He's not staying here. I was not buying into it. I'm not getting back into old cycles and old rhythms and patterns in that domain. No. But people will. You'll find old partners will come back in, or certain things that might just come up in your awareness that played out in your connection with your masculine to see, is this still something you're going to go do? Be mindful of the tests, because you are being tested. is she, sorry, I'm using the word she because I'm referencing to myself here, but is she in her divinity? Is she in her power? Is she going to go and run off and get back on Bumble again or something like that, right? If those were things that played out in your connection, they're going to come back in and tempt you and test you. So this is why I say when you're in an energetic balance, you're aware of it. You are so conscious. You're like, nah, I see it for what it is. I know the game. I know it. You're being tested. You will be tested many times on this journey. But particularly what I found is as you're coming into that union energy, as these things come at you, and you will also get this like, I need to message them. Not your time to message them. You do not want to put yourself back into the masculine's role, okay? So just I know it's hard, but you're getting tested the whole time. Don't worry, that it'll all pan itself out. But you just know that you're following your soul. So your psychic gifts, your strong intuition, you see the clarity with these tests that are coming forward. You're like, yep, going to alchemize that. Yeah, no, we're not playing into that. You know, you're right out of it because you're balanced and you're centered and you're anchored in. You're not in that fear. You're not in that crazy energy, wanting, longing, needing. There's none of that. Okay, smell. You will smell. Twins have a scent. You are tonal mates and you have a scent. And it's that scent that gets sent out across the cosmos to say the feminine is ready. Now, I know this is really not quite the same, but I kind of want to throw it in here. We all know that if you have a dog, a female dog, she goes on heat. She does not chase the masculine. The dogs come to her. How do I know this? Because I've experienced this with a dog in the past. They come from the neighborhood and they're like, and you've got your dog literally in a cage. It sounds terrible, but you know, she was a Dalmatian. Oh no, those dogs ripped into the cage. Like, I'm not joking. It's no different. I don't want to like say that everyone's on heat like a female dog, but you don't need to chase, okay? Your scent goes out, your frequency goes out across the cosmos. There is nothing you need to do. Soul is orchestrating this, okay? And you definitely have a scent. You can walk into your house and go, boom, the smell. You smell them, okay? And some of you will know what I'm talking about. And it can get stronger, and sometimes it can be very like potent. So just let those things simmer. Don't let them spike your energy, okay? Just know that it's the energies coming back in, because you're either repelling or you're magnetizing, right? So you're either repelling or you're magnetizing, and you'll see it through synchronicities and all that stuff. Right. Number 6. So this was one that's happened to me on my journey. I don't eat a lot of red meat because I just don't. And no particular reason. I'm not a vegetarian. I eat a lot of salmon and I eat a lot of chicken, but I eat a lot of plant-based meals. I found myself unconsciously, by the way, buying and not even really registering why I'm buying it in the supermarket, sausages and lamb, and I'm bringing this stuff home and I'm like, why have I got this stuff? Okay, well, I obviously want to eat it, right? So you'll notice you'll start, and I've had a few clients say this as well, that they're eating food like their masculine does, because the energy's emerging. You'll pick up, you'll start doing things. I was talking to somebody today. You notice you drive the same way. You'll do random things like, I know for me, this is ages ago, I put my arm across the couch and I'm like, what the heck? I never do this. And I'm sitting there like I was a man and I'm like, sort this business out. You just take on, I can't think of the words, it's gone out of my brain, but you just start behaving like them. You're intertwined. Like, you're so intricately intertwined, they're not going anywhere, okay? So that's some stuff that you'll know, right? You know that soul is leading you. You take the nudges because your psychic gifts are really alive, that intuition's really alive, you are sensing everything around you, you've got clarity, and you are, you're in your own magnet, right? You're at this stage, you are in your own magnet, you are in your feminine polarity, and you are really unbothered by the physical because you see it all playing out, you are in flow. And so you see the signs from your soul and you trust at a very deep level. The spiritual world becomes very loud, very, very loud. At the beginning of the journey, it was very loud, but we were all up in the mind, and the soul's going, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I'm showing you their name like 24, 50 times a day. What more do you want from me? And we're like, no, no. It gets loud again because it can get quiet. It can go really quiet for a long time, and that's to make you go inwards, but then it will get loud again, very, very loud. It happens all the time. And so that was number 7. And number 8, this is the big one. You are in a state of pure unconditional love. You have so much love for self, so much love for the journey, so much love for your twin. You're not all up in the mind about what happened, what they didn't do, who they went off with. You know that the way that everything played out was exactly to the millisecond of whatever, a nanosecond, had to play out. And the roles that came in on your journey, third-party connections, all of that sort of stuff, needed to play out the way it played out. You just know. And so you're not all up in the ego about where have you been, who have you been with. You're well past it. You're in your beautiful feminine energy. And let me tell you, you don't have those expectations. I'll tell you why. Because you know how to have a conversation that doesn't make demands. Because this is boundless, this love. This is limitless. This is your eternal bond. Like it's deep. It's deep. It's beyond our human needs of expectations and wants and desires. It's your soul. Like this is deep, so deep. And so you are, because you've gone on this journey and you've seen your own patterns and your own behaviors and your own expectations and conditions and how they've just kind of morphed into a mess through your life, you realize how toxic they are, and you don't need to worry. Okay, they are you. They intrinsically are intertwined with you. They know exactly what you need, and so you form this deep trust because they are you. They know if you want pizza for dinner, and you don't even need to tell them because you share the same consciousness. So what you learn is to have a different conversation about your needs. You have healthy boundaries about your needs. I need a lift to the hospital for whatever reason. Of course, they're not, like I say, they're not some monster that's going to go there, but I want to get this across. While you're on the balancing part of this journey, they will not. They can't. They're here to push you back to yourself. I said this to a client today. They are not rejecting you. They are pushing you back to self, to come into your divinity, to come into mature, spiritual goddess energy. That's what they want. That's what your divine masculine wants for you. They have such deep love for you that they just don't think that they are worthy of this. And you also, because that's in the energy field, you need to alchemize all of that. And then when you see your self-worth, when you stop looking outside of yourself, when you stop cycling in the energy, it's been years and they're not showing up properly because you're still looking outside of yourself. And I can't put that any more plainer for you. This is not a soulmate connection. This is not a karmic connection. This is a twin flame connection, which is the reflection of your soul. And they are going to reflect all the wounding, and they're equally going to reflect all the love. But you need to alchemize the wounding. So what's left standing, because this is collapsing duality, right? You're collapsing the fear. While ever you are focused outside, looking for your masculine, I don't care how many years it's been, you are in wounded energy. Your job is to come inwards. And yep, it sucks. It really, really sucks. But it also is the making of you. It's also the making of your twin, by the way, because as you rise into your feminine, they will naturally align and rise into their masculine. And who does not want to see their masculine in their divinity? You know it's there, and equally they know it's there for you. That 3T version is responding to the energy and the energy only. It doesn't matter what you say, what you think, what you feel, how many messages we send to them, how many times we get grumpy with them. They're going to respond to the energy, and that's it. This is about energetic balance. Okay? And when you're in energetic balance, you are not outside there looking, because you know they are intrinsically intertwined in you. They are in you. They are you. And you realize that this is a dance of something so much more beautiful and more great than anything else. But you must find the beauty within you first. And that means never going outside again to get validation. And I'm sorry if you don't like hearing this message, but it's the truth of this journey. It's the truth. So expectations, let's just shift the narrative around that. It's that you're going to learn to have a different conversation as opposed to commands and demands. And by the way, half the time expectations are ours and we don't even tell the other person, and they're like, well, of course it's flawed. Of course they're never going to meet them. This is why you end up, this is what I need. These are my boundaries. When the feminine's in that beautiful goddess energy, they will respect your boundaries, and let me tell you, they will show up. But you've got to allow the soul to orchestrate this. You've got to be in full surrender. What are you surrendering to? You are surrendering to the magic of your soul. You are surrendering to your abundance. You are surrendering to your purpose. You are surrendering to a life that goes well beyond what you were probably living. You're surrendering to unconditional, pure divine love. And it's an energy. It's an energetic balance. And you want to do this because you've been awakened, irrespective of the masculine, because once awakened, you want to get out of that unregulated energy. This is why, even for those where your masculines left Earth, you still want to do this work, because they will still energetically be working with you, and you will come into so much peace and you'll just feel amazing. So if you're in that situation and you still want to do the work, because ultimately this is your awakening and you've still got things to do on this planet. You are helping with the energetic balance of this planet. If you need some help and support, I've got everything there to help and guide people on this journey. You want to get off the hamster wheel of where are they? I've been doing this for years. You choose, because there's enough information out there now to resonate. And I know we all resonate at different parts on this journey, so this is not a judgment, but there's enough information out there now for twins to wake up and realize that this is not going to be resolved in the 3D. It's just not. You're not going to get your answers there. You're going to get your answers in here. This is the cosmic dance of your soul. I can't even put it into words. It's just, there's no words for this. There really isn't. Sending so much love.